The world doesn't reward honesty. It studies it, then uses it against you. You learned that the hard way. Loyalty didn't protect you. Skill didn't save you. Good intentions didn't matter. You still got betrayed, overlooked, replaced. That wasn't bad luck. That was your introduction to reality. Most people experience that and break. They stay emotional. They stay reactive. They stay predictable. Easy to read, easy to control. But you didn't. You paid attention. You started noticing patterns in people, in behavior, in outcomes. And now you're different. They react. You observe. They talk. You listen. They expose themselves and don't even realize it. This is where your advantage begins. Because once you understand human nature, you stop playing the game. You start controlling it. Most people spend their lives being understood, being read, being predicted. You're about to become the opposite. Chapter 1. Calculated opacity. You don't explain yourself anymore. Not fully, not clearly, not on demand, because clarity makes you predictable. And predictable people are easy to control. So you speak in fragments, enough to be understood, never enough to be decoded. You let people guess, and their guesses reveal more about them than your words ever could. People don't fear what they know. They fear what they can't read. Chapter 2. Adaptive persona. You stop trying to be consistent, because consistency is a pattern, and patterns can be exploited. So now you adjust. Calm when needed, cold when required, invisible when necessary. You learn to match energy without absorbing it. They think you changed. You didn't. You just stopped being easy to understand. Chapter 3. Detachment. This is where you became dangerous, because the moment you stopped needing things, you stopped being controlled by them. Approval? Irrelevant. Outcomes? Flexible. People? Replaceable. You still care, but you're no longer dependent. You don't cling. You choose. And that difference is everything. Two people want the same thing. One needs it. One can walk away. Only one has power. Now you know which one you are. Chapter 4. Silent leverage. Amateurs are loud. They argue. They demand. They push. And in doing so, they reveal everything. But you wait. You let people talk too much, reveal too much, expose too much. You let silence do the work, because silence makes people uncomfortable. And uncomfortable people start revealing the truth. You don't force outcomes. You design situations where outcomes come to you. That's not manipulation. That is positioning. Chapter 5. Psychological echo. You don't listen to words anymore. You listen for patterns, tone, emotion, insecurity, because people don't say what they mean. They leak it. And when you reflect it back, they trust you. Not because you're kind, but because you're precise. You give them the illusion of being understood, while you gain the reality of understanding them. They think you understand them. What they don't realize is you've already mapped them. Chapter 6. Moral ambiguity. This is where most people fail, because they need to feel like the hero. But you don't. You care about results. not appearances. Sometimes being nice creates damage. Sometimes being cold prevents it. You stopped asking, "What makes me look good?" and started asking, "What actually works?" The world isn't black and white. It's leverage and consequence. And the ones who rise, they operate in the gray without losing control. Chapter 7, Controlled Exposure. Everyone talks too much, shares too much, reveals too much, and then wonders why they have no influence. Information is power, and once it's gone, it's gone. So you don't overshare. You reveal slowly, in layers, in timing, in precision. You've learned that mystery creates presence, because when people can't fully read you, they pay attention to everything you do. Chapter 8, Outcome Obsession. You don't argue anymore. You don't prove points. You don't chase being right. You move for one reason only: results. You became selective with your energy, because not every battle is worth winning. While others debate, you execute. While others hesitate, you decide. While others talk, you finish. Now understand this, you can't go back. Once you see patterns, you can't unsee them. You hear what people really mean. You notice what others miss. You feel manipulation before it happens. And that changes you. You're no longer trying to be liked. You're no longer trying to be understood. You're no longer trying to fit in. You're becoming something else. Because the most dangerous person in the room is not the loudest, not the strongest, not the smartest. It's the one who understands human nature and refuses to be predictable. Here's what happens next when you start changing. People feel it. They feel the silence. They feel the distance. They feel the shift. And it makes them uncomfortable, because the version of you they understood is disappearing. They were comfortable when you were predictable, when you over-explained, when you reacted emotionally, when you needed approval, because that version of you was controllable. But now, you pause, you observe. You don't react the same way, and that silence starts speaking for you. So they test you, they push boundaries, they provoke reactions, they try to pull you back into emotion, back into reaction, back into predictability. Some will act confused, some will act offended, some will try to guilt you for no longer being who you used to be, because your growth invalidates their expectations. And people don't like losing control over what they once understood. But this time, you don't respond the same way. You don't defend yourself. You don't rush to explain. You don't correct every misunderstanding. You let them assume. You let them misread. You let them underestimate you, because underestimation is leverage. You've learned something rare. Clarity isn't always power. Control is. And control comes from what you withhold. Now everything changes. Conversations become signals. People become patterns. You start seeing who needs validation, who fears loss, who performs confidence, who hides weakness behind noise. You start noticing timing, reactions, micro-expressions, contradictions, and suddenly, nothing feels random anymore. You don't need to dominate. You don't need to prove anything, because you already see outcomes. before they happen. You're no longer reacting in the moment. You're moving ahead of it. While they speak, you calculate. While they react, you position. And by the time they understand, it's already done. But there's a cost. The more you understand people, the harder it becomes to relate to them. Small talk feels empty. Excuses feel obvious. Emotions feel predictable. You start outgrowing people, outgrowing environments, outgrowing your old identity. And that feels like isolation. But it's not. It's clarity. It's the moment you stop needing noise to feel connection. Most people stop here because it gets uncomfortable, because growth at this level requires separation. But if you keep going, you become rare. Someone who doesn't chase attention, someone who doesn't need validation, someone who doesn't react emotionally to everything, someone who sees the game and plays it differently. At this point, you're no longer reacting to the world. You're reading it. You're no longer trying to fit in. You're choosing where you belong. You're no longer being influenced. You're influencing without being seen. You move differently. You think differently. You respond differently. And people notice, even if they can't explain it. And that's what makes you dangerous. Not because you're loud, not because you're aggressive, not because you're ruthless, but because you're aware, controlled, and impossible to predict. Most people spend their lives trying to be understood, but you became someone they can't figure out. And that's where your power begins.